morning. Today, what do we got today? We have push today. It's going to be a good day. And I'm in meal prep today. To be honest with you, I don't want to do that all too much. But, it's what we got to do. So I got to go grocery shopping. Just woke up. I woke up like an hour and a half ago, I'm not even gonna lie. But I woke up, did my check-ins, had my coffee, read the Bible for a bit. I finished Proverbs this morning, which was really nice. I really liked what I read this morning. There's quite a few things that really spoke to me this morning. We've all probably heard this quote, but as iron sharpens iron, a friend sharpens a friend. That's not how it goes, but a friend brings, as iron sharpens iron, a friend makes a friend better, you know what I mean? Meaning that a good friend will grow with you in wisdom, will grow with you in strength, and will force you to become better. And that just made me think of you guys, honestly, because you guys have helped me so much. You guys have helped motivate me and push me through a lot of really, really tough times. And it brings me a lot of happiness. And I like to do the same thing that I do the same for you guys, and that's why you watch me. It's because as you guys are helping me, I'm also helping you guys become better, push more, right? So now I'm just gonna get my steps, and then me and Sadie's going, and she's doing her fasted cardio right now. So she's at the gym. And then we're going to go grocery shopping together. And I think I'm just going to cook for a week today, honestly. Just get a week done and it's over with. And, easy peasy lemon squeezy type deal. It really doesn't take any longer to cook for a week than it does for 4 days, right? So I may as well just do a week right now. And that way it's over with. And today will also be the first day of my new food pump as well, so I'm pretty excited about that. Not a whole lot changes. My meal one, all my rice meals are the same, so I still get 120 grams of cream of rice, 120 grams of rice for my meals 2 and 3. My meal 5, which I might start doing oats for my meal 1, because I've been liking training after meal 2 the most, and I have an option for cream of rice or oats. And if I do oats, I will just be satiated for longer. Rice, yeah, sure, cream of rice, is a little lower cal. You could say that, but I don't really care about that right now. I just care about being fuller. Or what I even might start doing if I get, 120 grams of oats, do like 80 grams of oats, 40 grams of cream of rice. That way it's kind of a mixture of both. But I've been really liking my oats lately. Like, sometimes when you have cream of rice for so long, and then you go back to oats, it's just like, man, these are so good. But what I've been doing with my oats recently is, I had that Echo Vision brownie batter protein powder, which I really wasn't liking as a whey drip, but for my oats, I don't use it as a whey drip. I just put it in with my oats, put cinnamon, my salt, and then I mush up a banana and put it in there, and then it comes out when I microwave it for like 4 minutes, and it comes out a super nice, like, cakey, kind of muffiny texture, and then I put my other fruit options on it, and it's so good. It is like, it's really good. It's really good. So yeah. But check-ins looked great this morning. Weight's still staying stagnant. I was told to lower my steps, only allowed 20k max, including cardio. So it's like, say 17,000 steps without cardio, which is still a lot, honestly, for like a guy that right now that's almost 240 fasted and 240 lean. So it's 236 this morning, and I'm still quite lean right now. And that is a lot of movement for a big guy, you know? That is quite a lot of movement for a big guy. And yeah. But yesterday I was just so gassed, man. I was so tired after my lift yesterday. And I was starving, like really, really hungry. So we're gonna lower my steps a little bit, lower them by like 5K, which really is, it's gonna be really easy for me to get that amount of steps every day. But yeah, so that's basically it. So I'll see you guys for meal one. I gotta do some client programming right now. Take me a little bit. And then I'm gonna go eat meal one. But I love you guys tons. And yeah, it just really made me think this morning about how grateful I am for everything, for all of you guys, for all the support you've given me. I think I really realized this at the shows this year is obviously I love competing so much. I love competing, but I don't do this because I love competing. I do this because of you guys and because I like to better myself. I like to push myself, and obviously I love training. I love dieting. Those are things I really enjoy, and I love this lifestyle, obviously. But I also love motivating, inspiring you guys to know that I'm making a difference, even if it was just one person's life. You know, that truly brings me a sense of joy and purpose like nothing else in my life has before. And I really believe that that's what God calls from me, is to, you know, just be sitting here motivating you guys, inspiring you guys, preaching the word of God to you guys. And it just brings me such a sense of purpose, you know. And I just truly believe that if I continue to better myself every day, I continue to strengthen my faith every day, that God will provide for me. And that just helps me stay so calm and not stress about anything, you know. I had some pretty big stuff come up recently that just threw my whole plans off for the future. And you know what? I was just like, you know, why am I stressing? I got so much time to figure things out. And God looks after the sparrows in the sky. He's going to look after me. You know? I just gotta, there's no reason for me to stress, because I know that I'm working to be a better person every day. And I know that whatever God has planned for me is going to happen regardless. So there's no need to stress, right? And that alone has helped me more in life than anything else. Just trusting God's plan. It is the biggest weight you could ever take off your chest. There's literally no need to stress. And it's just a wonderful way to live your life. And even like reading the Bible every morning or going to church. There's a lot of mornings where it's like, oh, you know, I'd rather just eat right now and not read the Bible. Or I'd rather just go get my steps done so I can eat first and not read the Bible. But I've never once read the Bible and regretted it. You know what I mean? Same with church. There's a lot of times where it's like, oh, I'd rather just, you know, skip out this one day. I wouldn't say a lot of times, because I do actually really enjoy church a lot. But especially in prep, there was times in prep where I was like, man, I'm so tired right now. I don't want to go to church right now. But there's never been one time in my entire life where I've ever regretted it or walked out feeling worse. So I really, really encourage you guys to pick up the book, say a prayer, try going to church, you know, just give it a shot, because it will change your life for every way and better. I promise you that. I promise you that. Especially in today's world, there's no better feeling than being in today's world, today's society, where there's so much negativity, so much harm being done, and knowing that you are against that. You are actively against it, and you are actively doing things to reduce the harm that's being done, to reduce the negativity that's being spread, to try and stop the judgment that's out there. That's such a good feeling. Like that, you can go to sleep at night knowing that you are being better. You are standing against it, you know? So be better. Don't follow the trends. Don't follow what society wants from us. Be better. Stand out. Be the light in the dark, you know? But I'm going to start getting to work here because I have work to do. But I love you guys tons, and I'll see you in a bit. All right, what's going on? What did we do today? Well, today was push. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've just been out of it, to be honest with you. I felt great this morning, and then my meal prep took me a lot longer than I anticipated because I low-key messed up my rice, and yeah, it just ended up taking me like longer than I thought, and I don't know why, but it seemed to like make me so tired. But yeah, just like today was just one of those days where, you know, you're just not feeling it, you know what I mean? I still had a decent lift, but just one of those days where like my music wasn't hitting, like, you know, my strength was good today, but just not there mentally, you know what I mean? Not having that like crazy extra push, you know? And maybe I trained too late because it is way later than I normally train. It's 7 o'clock right now. And I kind of have to go home and slam 2 of my meals here, but you know, whatever. I'm hungry anyways. I'm actually starving right now. But even like cardio today, like it was just like I literally just raw dogged my cardio. I didn't even go on my phone. I answered like 2 messages and just like raw dogged because like low-key my brain was dead today. But I don't even know how. Like I feel like I haven't done that much today, but I'm at already, like when I got to the gym I was at 16,000 steps. I'm at 23,000 right now, and yeah, so today is a higher expenditure day than I kind of anticipated, but you know, I'm never gonna say no to that, brother. We are all about the high expenditure days. It's how we stay lean, it's how we keep it tight, and you know, check-ins probably look good tomorrow because of that, so there's no harm in that, right? Food update. I feel like I gave a food update, but I got my food update and I didn't actually calculate it because I had 2 days left of my old food when I got my food update. So today is my first day of actually eating the new meals, and we're on 315 grams of protein, 700 grams of carbs, 80 grams of fat, and we're on 4,800 calories right now, which is dope because a brother is hungry. And I'm still hungry on this. Like my cream of rice and my rice portions didn't change. I got a little more fruit, and I got my sweet potatoes got moved. I got 200 grams of extra sweet potatoes, which is dope because that'll keep me satiated quite well. Oh, and I got this, I went grocery shopping with Sadie this morning, and I got this new sauce at Walmart, dog. Dill pickle mustard. I love pickles. I love anything to do with pickles. And this dill pickle mustard sauce is legit. It is good. It is really good. I would put the plunder and say that it almost might be better than the Melinda's black truffle. It is really good. I quite enjoy it. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to go have that on my sweet taters and beef. I ain't even gonna lie. But, you know, I posted about it today because regardless of how I'm feeling, it's a blessing to do these things. That's been my biggest goal, you know, the past while, is to just truly be thankful for everything. And I think a big part of doing that is like good mindset changes. So I don't have to do cardio today. I get to do cardio today. I don't have to go to the gym today. I get to go to the gym today. You know, and stuff like that, where you're keeping a positive mindset, you're feeling grateful for things, and it does help, you know? Especially in a time like this. Like, I feel like if anything, a rebound shows where your discipline and your priorities are at, because now that you don't have that kind of stone goal holding you in place, it's just your mentality and your discipline that's going to hold you in place, you know? Nothing was stopping me from, I didn't really want to do cardio today, right? I'm tired, I'm hungry, it's late, I've had a long day, but I get to do cardio. And I used to do this all the time when I was at the mine, because there was a lot of times, man, where last thing I want to do after a 12-hour shift is go and work out or do cardio or anything like that, but I get to do it, right? Just like changing your mindset and being grateful for what you get to do is definitely something that helps me, and I'm sure it would help you too, you know? And regardless, it's a nice day out, the smoke's not as bad here, and we're feeling grateful. I'm pretty sad Sadie doesn't get to come over tonight, so kind of sucks. I really don't like when she can't come over because I get lonely. But, you know, even that, I'm grateful to have someone that I miss when they're not around, you know? But tomorrow's leg day. Pretty excited for that. I think it's the reason I feel so off today is because I'm trading like 5 hours later than I normally do. So tomorrow I'm going to go to the gym in the morning again, and I feel like that will help me have a better day. 100, you know? 100. That's what it's all about, man. Day in, day out, being blessed. And sweet potatoes and ground beef. Because let me tell you, I'm excited for my sweet potatoes and ground beef. I am. But you know what, too? I was thinking about this as well, because I heard the pastor say this, and I was talking about it this morning with the church and the Bible. You know, you never feel worse. You're never going to regret reading the Bible for half an hour. You're never going to regret going to church. You know what I mean? And you're never going to feel worse leaving the gym than you would if you didn't go at all. I mean, unless you're like sick or something, that's a different story. But like, I think it's a really good thing, and that's something I'm trying to do right now, because, you know, a big thing for me is a lot of this stuff has been a lot of mental growth has been me reflecting on everything I've done. And because I was so focused on, you know, this pro card and all these super, super high expectations and standards I held myself to, I never took a chance to be proud of anything I'd done, because it never felt like it was enough, right? Like placing second at nationals at 18 years old, you know, the past shows I did, even though I didn't get the result I wanted at this recent show, I still did really well at the highest level of bodybuilding in Canada at a very, very young age. You know, that's something to be proud of. All the work I put in at the mine, like, what other 18-year-old is doing that? You know what I mean? That's something to be proud of that I never was proud of, because it was never enough to me, you know? And all this now, it's about taking a step back and just being proud of the little things I do. Like today, something I would never do. I was like, you know what? I'm proud of myself. I didn't want to do my cardio. My AirPods were dead. I probably would have just, you know, a normal person would just go home. But I was like, no, I know I have to do this. I'm going to get this done. I should be proud of that. I should be proud of my discipline. And I think just even following your plan, like, be proud of the things that you're doing. And that's not saying that you can't be hard on yourself and hold yourself accountable, but when you're doing good, recognize that you're doing good and be proud of yourself, because when you don't and you do what I did, eventually you just start to beat yourself down, man, and you lose the joy in it. You lose the feeling of accomplishment, you know? It kind of all goes to hell. Like, as sad as it is to say, I can kind of look back at the last 5 years and say up until the last bit, I have never been proud of anything I've done. And I've done a lot, you know? I mean, I'm 19 and I can work for myself and I'm comfortable off my own business making pretty good money, right? Like, I think another part is too, is for some reason, I feel like it's cocky to talk about my achievements, and I never would be one to boast about what I do, but I look back at the stuff before where I was talking about being the youngest pro, and it's just like, that was the most insecure I'd ever been in my entire life, and that's when I was boasting the most. And, you know, I just wish I could go back and tell that kid, like, it's all right to be proud of yourself, man. And I think another part of it, too, was me realizing that what I was chasing wasn't me. I'm not Anton Swoll. I'm Lorenzo Bennett. You know? I'm not any of these people. I'm me. Build your own story. And that's what I've had to learn the hard way, is that at the end of the day, it's about building your own story, writing your own book. You can't write someone else's book for them. Just because you read someone's book doesn't mean it's your book to, like, you know what I mean? Be authentic. And you know, when people ask me, I mean, I get asked this quite a bit, which is kind of funny, because I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not like I have a crazy social media, but people ask me, like, how'd you grow your social media? How'd you grow your social media? And it's like, I don't know what to tell you, because I literally just was myself. You know what I mean? If you meet me in person, I'd like to say that you're going to be I'm going to be the exact same as what you're watching right now, because this, I mean, I've said this so much too, but how I act in this YouTube, how I am in these car talks, this is the most real, raw version of myself. This is a more real and raw version than the closest people in my life see. For some reason, I'm really comfortable talking on here, but even then, it's hard for me to talk to my friends about stuff. It's hard for me to talk to Sadie about stuff, because we all want to put up this image that we're this big tough guy, that we don't let shit bother us. But putting on a mask doesn't make you tough. If anything, it makes you soft, you know? Being vulnerable takes a lot more courage, and I'll say that from the times I've been vulnerable on this channel. It takes a lot more courage than to just put on a mask and act like you're something you're not. Anyone can do that. It takes someone that really has courage to be vulnerable, you know? And I was telling one of my clients this today, because he was telling me how he's burnt out from a big move, and he's like, you know, I put the mask on and I had my shit, and I was like, well, take it from me, bro, it's not the way to do it, because eventually you're just going to burn yourself out, and you are going to be lost. You're going to feel like crap about yourself. And I was like, I say this to all my clients too, because I tell them to tell me everything. I'm a coach, but, you know, as a follower of God, it would be wrong of me to tell you that I don't want to hear about your problems too. Love thy neighbor as you love yourself, right? So I tell all my clients, you know, you're having problems, man, reach out to me. I'd love to talk. My phone, like, I'm here for you 24/7, not just for meal plans and training plans, but you need someone to talk to, you need an ear to listen to, you need advice, I'm here, man. And, you know, there's times when people will text me about stuff and I'm really tired, you know, I'm hungry. In that moment, I don't really want to be someone's therapist, but, you know, that's what life's about, man. Helping others. That helping others has given me more purpose than anything in my life. You know what? And I just like to think that if I help others and I strive to be a better person every day, the Lord will look after me and the Lord will provide. But like I was saying this morning, you know, I'd rather be a light in the dark than be dark in the dark. You know what I mean? It's not a very good quote, but with how much negativity there is going around in today's world, how much judgment there is, how much hatred there is, how much division there is, I'd rather just be nice. I'd rather just be a good person. I'd rather just not judge people, and I'd rather just be nice to everyone. Because you don't know someone's story at the end of the day, man. You don't know what anyone's been through. You know? And for a long time, you know, the bigger I got, the smaller I felt. Whether that had to do with me being molested as a child and, you know, the gym was a cope for me. It was a really hard process for me to kind of open up and be vulnerable. And it still is. You know what I mean? It still is. I still battle with all my problems all the time. But when I tell you guys on this channel, like, hey, if you guys are dealing with stuff, reach out to me. I'm not saying that because... I'm saying that because I want you to. I'm saying that because I might not even know who you are, but I promise I care about you a lot. And if you're dealing with stuff, I'd rather you reach out to me than deal with them alone. Because I know what it's like to be alone. I know what it's like to have no one to talk to. And if I can be that person for you, then I would love to be that person for you, you know? That's all this is at the end of the day, is me trying to be the person that I wish I had. And I really think you should be the role model that weakest version of yourself would have looked up to. You know? That's what you should strive for in life. But I'm hungry. I feel like that's enough talking today. And I'm just home. I'm just sitting in my parking lot now. But I'm going to go eat, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, I love you guys. I'll be praying for you guys. God bless you all. And I'll reiterate what I just said. If you guys ever need someone to talk to, never be embarrassed. Never be ashamed. Reach out to me, and I'd love to talk. Doesn't have to be about anything. Even if you just want to message and we can chat about whatever. If you want to tell me your accomplishments, go ahead. I'd love to hear it. Because I love you guys, and I do this for you guys. And you guys have helped me in way more ways than you can imagine. So, think about it. But I love you guys tons. Peace.